All right, everybody. Today, we're going to be talking about Keilan Robinson. We don't have any really advanced statistics today, but what we did do is we went and we tracked every single play that he was a part of, and did he have any effect on it? Even if he didn't carry the ball, we're going to total up the yardage. You're going to see it in just a second here, because my guy, Jonathan from Locked On Horns, let's quit the suspense, Let's get right to it. So if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what you think about Keilan Robinson. I think he adds just a whole other dimensions of this offense, especially in the college game, where speed is just, when you make a mistake, speed takes advantage of that at an exponential level. I don't know how else to say it. There's smarter people who could put it in better words, but that's my way. But without further ado, here we go. So, like I said, quit the suspense. He had multiple stretches. I'm not sure if all these were on the same drive, but for the most part, these are all grouped up pretty much how he had it in the game. He was really only on the field for 11 plays, but to be on the field for 11 plays, that means that we averaged 12 yards per play while he was on the field. And we'll get to another mythical yards per play number in a second, because that number could have been higher. He was accounted for 2 touchdowns, which is 28% of our touchdowns. The only reason why I didn't put the percentage up there is because 2 for 7, not that big of a sample size number. But 132 of 500, I forget what yardage. That's 22.5% of our team's total yards while Keilan Robinson was on the field. I'm really excited to see more of this guy. But, so, also, I forgot to mention, right here you see all the plays. If you want to watch all the plays, head over, boom, right there. I forget which side it's on. It's either right or left. Look at the top of the screen right now. And that will take you to my every play video. And then if you scroll down to the first comment, the pinned comment, I will pin this comment. Every single one of those timestamps, I'll say play 1 through 11. Those will be Keilan Robinson's plays. It'll take you right to the play that I'm talking about. So if you want to watch that and you're watching at home on a computer, just open up another tab, listen to me on the side, and then you can hit those plays as we go along. But I figured that would be kind of a cool way to do this. So play 1, he's lined up at the right wide receiver. He motions left fully. And this one is probably one of the most... It's right there up there with another play that didn't get counted because Whittington didn't catch the ball. But this was one of the 2 most influential plays that he had. He pulls a significant draw on the defense, and that opens up a screen for Roschon Johnson to run 37 yards down the field. It was a great play. It's a great example of taking advantage of the threat of Keilan Robinson's speed. The play number 2, he's lined up at the right wide receiver. I thought this ball should have gone to Keilan Robinson. I mean, it's one of those things, it's very easy to say when you're watching after the fact on a TV or something like that. It's a lot harder to make the decision in the time. I'll make a note of that right now. And another note, this was one of those plays where you see the guy motion left and immediately stop, go back the other way. This was not the play that he fell down on. That was the next play. It was from almost, like I said, Bijan Robinson, 1.5 yards. Not much. Keilan was open. Looked like they recognized that. They ran the exact same play. Gave the ball to Keilan Robinson. I'm not sure if he would have had the same amount or more yards, but I think he would have at least had the same amount of yards. But 13.5 yards to Keilan Robinson. That's to the 10-yard line. The very next play, motion left. All these are at right wide receiver again. Motion left, opens up for Worthy for a touchdown. 10 yards. And so, I mean, really, on this drive, he had a direct effect just from motioning to a total of 47 yards and a touchdown. That's not even him touching the football. That's how important he is on this football team and this offense. And you look at play number 5, lined up at right wide receiver, motion left. This is one of the few plays that he did not have much effect on the play. And it was a really good play, but he didn't have much effect on it. So we did count it towards the total. I probably shouldn't have, but we did. Play number 6, he's lined up at the halfback right. Another motion left. A lot of these are motioning left, but I forget. I mean, I wanted to label this and I forgot to, but I wanted to label it whether it was play side or backside. And backside is usually the shorter end of the field. Play side is going to be the area of the field that has more room. So if you're lined up on the right hash, your backside is the right side, and your play side is to the left. Forgot to put that down, but if you're watching along, take note of that. Now, motions left. Keilan Robinson, screen to Keilan, 15 yards. And then this was the touchdown where Whittington just absolutely buried the defender into the ground. Great block. At this point, I'm going to have to do an every play blocking video for Jordan Whittington. And that dude, they need to start giving that dude pancake stats, because that's not the first. That's why I kind of want to go back and try to look, because I genuinely want to find out how many times Jordan Whittington has made a grown man feel like a child. I just want to know. But continuing on with not Jordan Whittington, Keilan Robinson. Here you go, play number 7 that he's on the field for. Lined up at the halfback right, Whittington motion, handoff, left gain. And so when I say Whittington motion, Whittington was the one on motion here. It didn't have too much effect. As you can see, handoff, gain for 1.5 yards. Didn't really do too much, but that's not any slight to Whittington. Play number 8, lined up halfback left, motion right. And this one really, the defense is, when Keilan Robinson is motioning, they're keying on him. Opens a would-be. If you remember, this ball just seemed to just keep on carrying a little bit and just went a little bit too far. Whittington probably should have caught it too. Again, not a slight on Whittington, because also that ball was probably coming in hot. But opens a would-be 19-yard TD to Whittington. And we will count this in a second. So the 132 yards you saw, we're going to count the 19 yards, add it to the total. Okay. So play number 9, Keilan Robinson lined up at the halfback this time. This is a 26.5 yard gash up the middle. And you see Keilan Robinson's speed on display, full power. And this is why I say a guy like Keilan Robinson, using their speed is so important, because in a blink of an eye, he can be 10 yards down the field, and you don't even know it. So if you just take the wrong step, all it takes is one wrong step, and the play's done. Play number 10, lined up at the halfback again. And when I say halfback, this is a traditional either under center or pistol formation. It was not pistol formation, but under center, just typical halfback. Rush left for 1 yard. Then play 11, very similar. I forgot. I didn't know which way he rushed. I'm pretty sure it was the left. It might have actually been right at the middle, now I'm thinking about it. But Brennan Thompson motion, this did kind of affect it. Vernon Thompson, his motion, it was very similar to, not very similar, it was the exact same motion where he kind of goes. And Brennan Thompson was on the right wide receiver, motions up, stops right at the halfback, and then goes right back to the right side. And then that drew the defender that would have had the tackle on Keilan Robinson, or would have had the chance to tackle him at the two yards past the line of scrimmage, gave him an extra 2 yards. But these motions, they affect the defense. And a reminder of the yardage, the total yardage right here, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns from just his presence on the field. And again, one of those 22-yard receptions had nothing to do with it. But outside of that one single play, every single of the time that he's motioned, he's had some level of effect on the defense. And then let's go to the what if I was telling you about. What if we add that 19-yard reception, and technically if you just add the 19-yard reception and take away the 22, they almost cancel each other out. But what if you just add this one? 151 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, this just goes to show, and Keilan Robinson is a dangerous weapon. And another dangerous speed weapon that I want to see us use more of as well is Brendan Thompson. That dude, I noticed him getting on the field, and I noticed him blocking. This wide receiver room, it is a wide receiver room thing where they are all blocking and blocking with passion for their teammates. But yeah, so to sum it up, Keilan Robinson, he just adds a whole other dynamic to this offense. And he's just another part of a big playbook that Sarkisian has that can create success on the field. I'm excited to see more of it. I'm excited to see more of Keilan Robinson. And you know what's coming, everybody. Welcome.